They did not know about disease until the white man came.
In Living Color's Sensitive Men sketch, Tommy Davidson plays a guy who's a little too insecure about his body, but his friends, played by Jim Carrey and Jamie Foxx, try to cheer him up in their own over-the-top seductive ways.
Your butt, it's nice, man.
Then, out of nowhere, Carrey delivers a line so funny the entire cast completely breaks character.
Oh man, your skin is so smooth.
I'd like to lick right now.
In Ace Ventura, When Nature Calls, Jim Carrey's unscripted sneeze on the African guide was so funny the director kept it in, turning a blooper into one of the movie's funniest moments.
They did not know about disease until the white man came.
It was me!
In Liar Liar, Jim Carrey trips on the sidewalk while running to his ex-wife's house. The fall wasn't planned at all. It was a total accident, but it worked so well with the scene that they decided to keep it in the movie.
Wait! Oh! Hold on! Wait! Jerk off!
In The Cable Guy, Jim Carrey is known for his memorable lisp. During the climactic fight scene with Matthew Broderick's character, Chip gets punched and suddenly loses his lisp.
You're gonna have to do better than that, Steven! Steven?
Carrey genuinely forgot to use it. Instead of stopping, he rolled with it, turning it into one of the film's funniest moments.
My lisp is gone!
In Ace Ventura, the moment where Ace pulls the cellist's arm, making him play a wrong note, was something Jim Carrey made up on the spot, and it also made the final cut.
Are you insane?
In The Mask, Carrey came up with the gag where he blows a heart-shaped smoke puff and shoots an arrow from his nose. In Yes Man, the Can't Buy Me Love scene where Jim Carrey and Zooey Deschanel sing together wasn't scripted. The cameras just kept rolling, capturing their spontaneous chemistry.
Say you don't need those diamond rings, and I'll be satisfied.
In another Dumb and Dumber scene, Jim Carrey improvised outside a gas station, messing with two random guys who weren't even extras, just bystanders near the 7-Eleven set. The crew loved it so much they kept it in the final cut.
Hey guys! Oh, big gulps, huh? Alright. Well, see you later.
In The Cable Guy, while dining at medieval times, Chip asks Kevin for the skin of his chicken, then covers his face with it and says,
"Hello, Clarice. It's good to see you again."
It was an unscripted moment by Jim Carrey that even made Matthew Broderick break character and laugh. Also, a fun fact, Hannibal Lecter never actually says that line in the movie.
Oh, Lord.
Jim Carrey's acting is so good, it's honestly hard to tell if he's improvising or following the script. Like in this scene from A Series of Unfortunate Events, Jim forgot his next line but stayed perfectly in character while asking the director for another take.
Our parents just died.
How very, very awful.
Wait. Let me do that one more time. Give me the line again. Quickly, while it's fresh in my mind.
It was so smooth that the cameras just kept rolling, and the moment ended up making it into the final cut.
Wait. Let me do that one more time. Give me the line again.
In The Incredible Burt Wonderstone, Jim Carrey plays a wild street magician. In one scene, after everyone says, "What?", Carrey drops an unscripted line that completely breaks the cast.
What?
One more walk and you'll be a light bulb.
In Fun with Dick and Jane, Jim Carrey was supposed to drop from the ceiling and land on a desk, but he missed and face-planted on the floor instead. Still, he stayed in character, grabbed the printout, and kept the scene going like nothing happened.
But what would I wear?
In How the Grinch Stole Christmas, the scene where the Grinch pulls off the tablecloth without disturbing a single dish was completely improvised by Jim Carrey. He was supposed to cause chaos, but when nothing fell, he rolled with it, going back to wreck the table on purpose. In The Truman Show, the scene where Truman draws a soap astronaut suit on the mirror was inspired by Jim Carrey's real-life habit of sketching soap masks or outfits and putting his face into them. He also filmed a version where he drew long curly hair in a dress, but the astronaut take made the final cut.
That one's for free.
In Bruce Almighty, Jim Carrey didn't just stick to the script. He kept the cast and crew laughing with his constant on-set antics. During one scene, as someone sang the Candyman song, Carrey suddenly jumped in with a perfect Sammy Davis Jr. impression.
Soak it in the sun and make a groovy lemon pie.
In Bruce Almighty, what was meant to be a serious moment, where Morgan Freeman as God passes on his powers, turned hilarious when Jim Carrey forgot his line and randomly started dancing. Morgan couldn't help but laugh and break character.
No laughing. No laughing on the set.
One of the best moments in Ace Ventura, When Nature Calls, is when Ace randomly starts singing the Chitty Chitty Bang Bang theme song on his way to the consulate.
Chitty chitty bang bang, chitty chitty bang bang, loves us too.
It happened because Jim Carrey forgot his lines and just started making up the song on the spot. And well, his co-stars' reactions were priceless.
Chitty bang bang, chitty chitty bang bang, chitty bang bang, yeah!
Excuse me. I'd like to ask you a few questions.
In Ace Ventura: Pet Detective, Jim Carrey's infamous talking out of the butt scene came from an improv bit he created on the set of In Living Color. While some people found it hilarious, it did cause a few test audience members to walk out. In Me, Myself, and Irene, when Charlie and Irene are pushing the car off the cliff, Jim Carrey randomly says "on 9" and then speeds through the count super fast.
On 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
It wasn't planned at all, and Renee Zellweger's reaction says it all. Also, the scene where Carrey asks his son for kisses before leaving was completely unplanned. Their surprised reactions are totally genuine.
Kisses? Daddy.
In Dumb and Dumber, during their car ride, Lloyd turns to Mental and excitedly asks,
Want to hear the most annoying sound in the world?
This moment was actually unscripted by Jim Carrey, and you can tell it caught the others off guard. Actor Mike Starr, who plays the hitman Mental, can be seen trying not to laugh, and Jeff Daniels even starts cracking up briefly before the camera quickly cuts to a close-up of Starr. Guys! In How the Grinch Stole Christmas, the makeup process was already brutal. Some characters took over 8 hours to get ready, but that didn't stop Jim Carrey. In one scene, he leaned in for a kiss and ended up biting off a prop nose with his teeth. It was so unexpected that the crew had to reapply the entire mask from scratch. In Dumb and Dumber, Carrey was supposed to leave the bar silently, but true to his nature, he improvised a line on the spot after noticing a framed 1969 newspaper.
That's great.
We landed on the moon!
In one scene from The Mask, Jim Carrey's character tries to shovel money into a closet using a frisbee, but Milo the dog wasn't meant to join in. Still, Jim improvised and rolled with it, and the moment worked so perfectly it made it into the final cut.
I'm coming! Okay, I'm coming! I'll be right there!
In The Cable Guy, while filming a scene with Matthew Broderick, Jim Carrey leaned in and did something that fit the Cable Guy's weird and awkward vibe perfectly.